We would like to invite everyone to rise and join the graduating class of 2015 in the singing of our national anthem. I would now like to ask Blake Fenning, a senior member of our Fellowship of Christian Athletes, to come forward and lead us in a prayer.
First off, I just want to thank you, the staff, faculty, and parents for hanging with us crazy kids. I'm sure it was pretty stressful at times, but we just appreciate it. Let's bow our heads and let's pray. Father, we thank you so much for our time together at WHS, for all the friends we have made, for all the days of laughter and fun, and for all the times of great discovery and learning. We thank you for all who have given of their energy and skill so that we can graduate today. The WHS teachers and counselors, our family and loved ones, we thank you for them and give them all to you in prayer. As this chapter of our lives closes, so a new one begins, we present ourselves like an open book before you. Come inscribe your words of life into our lives. Fill our minds with your thoughts, fill our bodies with your strength, fill our hearts with your dreams, that we might eternally love and serve you this day and every day. We ask all this in the glorious name of Jesus Christ, who lives and reigns with you in the Holy Spirit, now and forever. Amen.
I would like to welcome you to the 144th commencement of Wapakoneta High School. This ceremony, honoring the class of 2015, is one of celebration and excitement for all that this group has accomplished, and also what we know they will accomplish once they leave our hallways. Today is the culmination of 13 years of hard work, and you should be proud of yourselves. Graduates and guests, please remember that all our seniors present have completed the necessary requirements and have finished the journey to reach this moment of honor. Because we want this ceremony to be meaningful to every student graduating, it is important that we recognize each and every person receiving their diploma with the same amount of honor and respect. Please join us today in making this an exciting occasion, but also one where respect and courtesy are expressed towards all of our graduates. I hope today, as you sit on this gym floor, that you'll reflect on all of the happy memories from the time you got on the bus for the first day of kindergarten until the last day you spent with your friends here. As I personally look back, I have many fond memories and feelings of pride of this group and what you have accomplished. You are a group that has provided a great deal of excitement for our school, our community, and our parents. 5 years ago, together, we came to the high school from the middle school. Together, we have grown throughout our time here at Wapakoneta High School. It has been fun to watch you grow. From the time you entered your first class your 8th grade year until the time you entered your last class your senior year. There have been ups and downs through it all, and together we have learned from these experiences. My hope is that you never stop learning from your experiences. We can all continue to grow as we journey throughout our lives. I hope that Wapakoneta High School has laid the foundation, a positive foundation for learning so that you can continue your education as you leave these hallways. As I look to your future, I see great potential for success, and I want to personally thank you for your contribution to Wapakoneta High School. Today, when you walk across this stage and receive your diploma, your journey at Wapakoneta High School will be complete. This is a time to celebrate and enjoy the moment, but I also hope that you start to anticipate and prepare for the next adventure in your life. As you enter the world of higher education, full-time employment, military service, and even family responsibilities, I encourage you, continue to work towards your goals. On behalf of myself and the faculty and staff of Wapakoneta City Schools, I wish to each of you a productive life filled with happiness and respect from your fellow mankind. And it is with much pride that I say best of luck and congratulations to the class of 2015. Senior choir members, please rise.
The sun descends, cool evening lingers, a shadow bends, high above two ravens call, across the distant valley, echoes rise and fall.
The waiting ship far down below will sound the signal to leave, I know. But when it does, I will not budge. I will not heed the warning. I do not want to go. Give me just another hour. Give me just another hour at the top of the world. see all eternity. Oh, do not make me leave, give me just another
The mountains rise like silent friends atop their spires. The skies ascend. Let me soar above these stars and fly off to discover just where the heavens end. Give me just another hour at the top of the world, where I can see all eternity. Oh, do not make me leave. Give me just another hour. The ship will drag me down and sail off from this place I have waited so long to find. Back toward the city of noise and garish light, and all the petty quarrels that I had left behind.
No, let me stay.
No, let me stay here all alone.
Yes, let me pray.
Yes, let me pray in this cathedral of stone, where I can trace the line of grace from sea to sky to mountain, and claim it as my own. Give me just another hour. Give me just another hour at the top of the world, where I can see all eternity. Another moments or minutes
Or summer or winter.
or lifetime to live right now. Or at the very least, give me just another.
They are going to, oh, hello. This choir students decided each year that they are going to pick a song that they feel has best represented their 4 years here. And it is our privilege this year to present to you the graduation version of We're All in This Together.
Together, 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 everyone. Together, together, come on,
TSC can save you money.
How?
TSC can save you money with Emerge.
What's Emerge?
The Emerge bundle plan. TSC will merge your phone, cable TV, and internet into one nice, neat package to save you money.
How much money?
A boatload. The Emerge bundle plan, only from TSC.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Are you looking for paradise? Find it in your backyard with Eversoul Pool and Spa. Featuring a wide selection of swimming pools and spas, let Eversoul Pool and Spa create your oasis. Visit the Eversoul Pool and Spa showroom just east of the Lima Mall on Elida Road, or visit their website at eversoulpoolandspa.com.
We are state of the art.
We are professional.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a great day. We are service you can trust.
We are here for you.
With custom fabrication, a variety of roofing options, and exceptional roofing knowledge and expertise, Frost Roofing is committed to providing top-notch quality service on every project. To learn more, visit us online at frost-roofing.com and follow us on social media.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
At this time, Mr. Brad Rex will have the honor of introducing our speakers, student speakers for the class of 2015.
Representing the class of 2015 as honor speakers and speaking in the following order will be Taylor Nicole Fisher, Caitlin Marie Hughes, Colin Joseph Lenhart, Julia Joe Peppel, Jenna Louise Sawmiller.
Writing this speech has been one of the hardest and most stressful tasks I've been given during high school. I sat down the other day to start preparing it, and I thought it would be no big deal. Then a few days passed, and I still had nothing written because I could not figure out what to say as my last words to everyone. I typed, and then I erased. I typed again, and changed pretty much everything 7 times, and even though I thought this was going to be completely impossible, I kept going anyway. And finally, it hit me. Although we have all learned our own life lessons over the past 4 years, I wanted to leave you all with the most important advice that I learned during my time here at Wapakoneta High School, because it echoed in my mind as I struggled to write this speech. And that is, sometimes failure is okay, but giving up is not. I don't have any deeply inspiring stories of my own about huge failure to share with you. I'm not saying I haven't failed, but none of my experiences get the point across so well. So I found some others to help me out. I'll start with Thomas Edison. While he was in school, his teachers told him he was too stupid to learn anything. Failure. Now he holds over 1,000 patents and is considered one of the greatest inventors of America, who influenced the world around him. Success. Walt Disney. He was fired from an early newspaper job because the editor believed he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. Failure. Now he is a cultural icon in the animation industry and founded the Walt Disney Company, which contains his ideas that have changed the lives of millions of children today. Success. And Dr. Seuss. The first book he wrote was rejected by 27 different publishers. Failure. Now he is a legendary children's author who has sold over 600 million copies of his books. Success. And the list goes on. So many of us are afraid of failure, but everyone on earth is going to fail at something in their life. There's no need to fear it. Just embrace it, because failure almost always happens before reaching success, as long as you don't ever give up. Just imagine if Thomas Edison had given up. We'd all be sitting here maybe in candlelight because we wouldn't have any light bulbs. If Walt Disney had given up, no one would know who Mickey Mouse is, and that could be a disappointing childhood. And if Dr. Seuss had given up, we wouldn't know that Sam I Am likes green eggs and ham, or if Horton actually heard a who. You will fail sometimes, whether you're trying to do something you love or something that means a lot to you, but don't let it deter you from getting where you want to go. You should never give up on something that is extremely important to you, because sooner or later, even if it takes a few tries, you will accomplish your goals. You will do what you are meant to do. Now, I'm not saying you should hope for failure. You should always strive for success, but don't let making a mistake or failing stop you from reaching the top. Don't give up on your hopes or dreams or goals. One of my own experiences started when I was back in middle school, and I decided to set a goal for myself to be in the top 5 of this class. I worked really hard throughout high school to try to get here, but one day during my junior year, somebody told me it could be a long shot to make it. Bummer, right? After hearing that, I was pretty much crushed, and I felt like I was failing at getting where I wanted to be. But then I decided that rather than letting it come true, I was going to put in double the effort and do every last thing I could to prove them wrong. I was not going to give up just because somebody else thought I couldn't do it. I was not going to let someone else make me feel like a failure. And if I had given up on myself that day, I would not have reached my goal. I wouldn't be standing here today, and my name wouldn't be on the board outside this gym. So what can you learn from me today? Well, take away from my experiences and the ones of others. When you leave this school for the last time today, go out and make your own path. Make sure you always remember to do the things others thought you couldn't do. Make a couple of mistakes, brush it off, and keep going. Set goals that some people might think are out of your reach and prove them wrong. Chase your dreams no matter how big or small, and push yourself to work hard and never give up on all that you do. Because even if you stumble, you can't continue climbing the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets. Thank you.
Hello, fellow graduates. This day is a long time coming, and I'm sure our families and our parents are even more happy that it's come than us. Today is the last day we can call ourselves children, and it's the first day that we can officially call ourselves adults. Before now, our biggest worries were trivial matters that adults just laugh about. After now, we'll have to start making the hard decisions. We'll have to start planning for futures so far down the road we can't imagine them. We'll have to act like mature adults, not just claim to be them. Though we've grown, I think it's necessary we don't lose the important things we gained in childhood. Over the last year, I have made a best friend from who I and we all can learn a lot. She is 3 years old. We colored pictures and we play house and we swing on the swing set. But every day I spend with her, I learn more about myself, our society, and humanity than I ever could in a classroom. Talking with her and being her friend has enlightened me to things I never could have understood before. Young children do not judge others nearly as harshly as we adults do. They are seldom truly hateful or vicious to each other, and they are quick to apologize when they've done something wrong. How often have we heard that children are like sponges? But it's so true. The young absorb and adapt to the world around them easily. Everything is fresh and new and exciting. It's so easy to be truly happy and to love life when you are young and untainted by the impurities around you. It is easier for them than for teenagers and adults because they are innocent. The world and the people around them haven't changed their views of life and their hopes for the future. And they've not been corrupted into thinking there's an absolute necessary social normality that they have to conform to. They can be themselves and they can be free. We've been corrupted. We don't think that we have because it's normal for us. We live in a society where the things you see on the media are normal. The way that you should look is the way that you plan to look, even if it's not who you are. We're going to step outside this school, this small town of Wapakoneta, the state of Ohio, or maybe even this country, and the veil that's been obscuring our vision will be lifted. The new sights and smells and sounds and experiences that flood our senses, we won't be prepared for. We won't be prepared to adapt to the world around us. Accept this now, while we are in the walls that we've learned so much else, and we are with the people who've taught us more things than anyone else. Accept this now before you have to go on to the world around you and learn it by yourself. You will have to change your way of thinking. I suggest for everyone in this room, even those who aren't graduating, those who haven't graduated yet or have already graduated or are so far in life they think they can't change. Learn something from my 3-year-old best friend and any other child in this room or in the rooms outside of here. Talk to them. It'll help you sooner than you think. A lot of us graduating this year will be leaving soon, whether that's for college or the military or a job or an adventure. You'll be exposed to people, cultures, viewpoints, and experiences that at this time you're not ready for. When you encounter a circumstance, remember to be a 3-year-old. Don't judge, don't hate people. Be nice, apologize, be accepting. Adapt to the world around you. You'll be a better person for it in the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the administration and faculty, graduates, alumni, families, and friends, good morning. It is indeed an honor and great pleasure for me to speak with you today. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Colin Lenhart. I used to be a student at this great institution, but will, in a very short while, become a proud graduate of Wapakoneta Senior High School. I want to express my deepest gratitude to my parents, family, friends, teachers, and the professional staff members of our school, as it is you who have helped me to become the person that I am. It has been at home and here that I have came to understand the value of academic success and the importance of education. The high school years have been an essential and influential part of my life. They have taught me to be a social and personable individual who can interact positively with a variety of people. I developed many meaningful friendships throughout my first 13 years of school. As friends, we continue to grow through these relationships by supporting and encouraging each other today. Communication with my friends has helped me to see that any success that I have achieved so far has not been accidental. Those outcomes are the result of planning, organization, hard work, teamwork, and a little good fortune. By the way, the vast majority of my friends and classmates have also achieved at a very high level of success. I want to congratulate them. Webster's dictionary defines the word success as the correct or desired result of an attempt. That meaning is a basic description of reaching a goal. One of my favorite verses about achievement is that success is the accumulation of many small advances. For our graduating class of 2015, the accumulation of our advances has started many, many years ago as we made our way through preschool, elementary, and middle school classes, transitioning to high school, and eventually and ultimately to our senior year, and this, our day of graduation. As we take just a few moments to look back, some of those small advances may have happened in the form of leaving home and getting on the school bus for the very first time, our first field trip, art class, music class, changing classes, organized sports, school dances, our first final exam, making the honor roll, getting our driver's license, dating, catching a wild animal at team camp, making memories at band camp, attending an FFA convention, or our first job. Whatever these small advances have been, the accumulation of those is what has delivered us here today. Those small happenings, collectively, are what makes us who we are now and will shape us into what we are to become tomorrow. All of us want to become successful in our chosen vocations, professions, and personal lives. Some of us will begin our working career immediately, others may go to college, some will join the military and serve our country with honor and pride. Whatever our future holds, making advancements ensure, but small steps will lead to success. Although we may occasionally suffer setbacks, personally and/or professionally, we must continue to look forward and move forward if we are able to reach our goals. One of the best examples of this principle is that in my chosen career path of medicine. Someday we can imagine discovering cures for many of the diseases and health issues that currently plague our society. While an individual may, one day soon, receive credit for finding a cure to cancer, the real success story will, of course, have been written by the accumulation of a multitude of small advances made throughout long, tedious years of research that led to this miraculous discovery. My personal hope is for the graduates of the Wapakoneta High School class of 2015 is that you will continue to achieve success. Continue to make your own consistent small advances both personally and professionally, and that you will make your life a success story that contributes mightily to making our world a better place in which to live and enjoy. Thank you, good luck, and God bless you.
When you wake up in the morning, Pooh, said Piglet, what's the first thing you say to yourself? What's for breakfast, said Pooh. What do you say, Piglet? I say, I wonder what's going to happen exciting today, said Piglet. Pooh nodded thoughtfully. It's the same thing, he said. A lot of people have been asking the class of 2015 lately, what are you going to do next year? As we all sputter out our plans to long-lost relatives and the friends of our parents, we sometimes are left wondering, what am I really going to be doing? Many of us have the most well-drawn and thought-out plans, and yet there's still that looming question of what truly happens when we move away. Over the past 4 years, our class has experienced things that make us unique from probably any other class that has and ever will graduate from Wapakoneta High School. I don't think that any of us can ever forget freshman English and reading about Edgar Allan Poe for what seemed like 6 semesters, or what turned out to be the very heated debates of our sophomore year when we all discussed our wise opinions of world issues as all 15-year-olds do. Junior year, we said goodbye to our beloved principal, Mr. Arex, and a few of us even got to see his Batman tattoo. This past year, as seniors, our class has been a part of the most successful school in the Western Buckeye League, bringing home the title of League Champions. Now, it is finally time to go our separate ways. We have members continuing their education across the country and serving our military in the workforce and in all branches of the military. While many of us won't see each other until the next reunion, and you guys better come, we will always be united in our memories here at WAPOC. As important as food is to all of us, some more than others, I think that most of us would agree with Piglet in that the future is the first thing on our minds as we head off to the next chapter in our lives. However, I also think that we don't have as much to worry about as we think we do. The past 4 years, and really 18, have prepared us for whatever comes next, no matter what that may be. Our parents, teachers, administrators, and families have done so much for us, and although we often forget to thank them, we all need to make it a point to express our gratitude today to those who have had such an impact on our lives. As I go to head through the doors behind me today for the first time as a high school graduate, I'm reminded of another quote from Winnie the Pooh. How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard.
Class of 2015. As we end our high school years and begin the start to the rest of our lives, I would like to share some advice that I read from a children's book. This advice comes from a book called Oh, the Places You'll Go, written by Dr. Seuss. This book was written for children, but I still find that its words contain advice that is extremely and strangely enough relevant to us as graduating seniors. It begins with, "Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away." Finally, our day has arrived to celebrate all of our accomplishments and to begin our journey into the real world. Some of us are scared, and some of us have been counting down to this day since we first stepped into the 8th grade. Now this day is finally here, and we all have great plans for our futures. Next, he says, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the guy who will decide where to go. Our plan is just that, ours. We get to decide what to do and where to go. It's time to put to use all the knowledge and skills we have gained during the past 13 years of schooling. It's also time to thank our parents and all of the teachers and administrators that got us here. The book goes on to say, wherever you go, you will top all the rest, except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true, that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. We can create a plan, write it all out, and prepare as much as we want for life after high school, but things happen. People don't keep their promises, you get lost in the shuffle, and disappointments of all shapes and sizes occur. Even though these disappointments will happen, we have to believe in the power of ourselves and that we can get through whatever life throws at us. He continues, I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too, games you can't win because you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. Unfortunately, most of us are going to be leaving Wapakoneta soon. We will leave behind our families, friends, teachers, and the folks we have known for the past 18 years. Hard times will find us, but Seuss continues. On you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. On you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems, whatever they are. Everyone is going to face problems. Whatever you have decided to do with the rest of your life, you're going to hit road bumps. You'll get that professor that loves to give Fs. Your boss will be a jerk. You'll face injuries and debts. It's just life. But I know that each and every one of us has faced struggles, and still we have made it to this point. I have confidence that even though we will face many obstacles, we can all achieve our dreams. Dr. Seuss wisely adds, you'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with great care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Even though others may try to drag you down and ruin your spirits, don't let them. You have a contribution to make to this world, and don't give up until you have achieved everything you want. Don't lower yourself to other standards. Keep confidence in yourself. The book ends with, and will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Remember all that we have been taught here. Cherish your memories of freezing 4 overtime football games, homecoming and prom, the stupid pranks we played on teachers, winning the WBL All Sports Award, etc. But now is the time for us to look to the future, turn our dreams into realities, and begin our journeys into the rest of our lives. We finally get to begin the climb up our own mountains. Yes, it will be an uphill battle, but the end result will be worth all the stress. So take what life gives you, and don't let it get you down. Stay positive, focused, and grateful for all the good things that happen in your life. Have a great day, Wapak, and as always, go Skins.
Offering remarks this morning will be Mrs. Judy Wells, Superintendent of Apollo Career Center, Mr. Keith Horner, Superintendent of Wapakoneta City Schools, and Mr. Pat Gibson, President of the Wapakoneta Board of Education.
Thank you, Mr. Minnick. And I'd also like to thank Superintendent Horner and the Board of Education here for giving me a few minutes to speak to the graduating class and to the community. I just wanted to let you know that it's my privilege to be here, as a matter of fact, because I regard Wapakoneta High School and the Wapakoneta community as one of our strongest supporters in our long history at Apollo Career Center. Apollo Career Center has a mission statement that started out as a Levy campaign statement. It's called Choose Apollo, Change the Future. And we at Apollo Career Center firmly believe that is what we do. And I know that there are, according to Mr. Minnick here, over 200 seniors sitting here in front of me. I would just like to ask the seniors that attended Apollo Career Center if they would please stand and be recognized for their 2 years with us. Thank you so much, seniors. Been a year of transformation for this senior class in particular with all the construction that's going on. So I just want to thank them for choosing Apollo. And to the senior graduating class of Wapakoneta, on behalf of the Apollo Board of Education and myself, I say congratulations. You have such a bright future in front of you, and many, many blessings to you. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I would also like to welcome you to this special ceremony. Each year, I have the privilege to thank many groups and individuals who have helped make the class of 2015 special. To get you to this point, you have had many people help you reach this day, and they deserve recognition. First, and absolutely most importantly, graduates, please take a moment and thank your loved ones who have helped you get to this day. Parents of graduates, I would ask that you please stand. We need to thank and recognize your teachers that you have had over the past 13 years. Teachers, thank you for your countless hours of dedication to serve and educate these students. Other individuals and groups were behind the scenes to help you reach this very special day. They have worked hard for you and watched you grow into young men and women. This would include your bus drivers, cafeteria workers, custodians, secretaries, and administrators, and school board members. Thank you for your service to these students as well. There are also volunteers and community members who have watched you grow into young men and young women. These community members have volunteered these community members have been maybe volunteers of athletic boosters, the band boosters, parent-teacher organizations, choir boosters, and many others. They probably didn't know most of you, but they nevertheless worked tirelessly to make your experience at school a better one, and our Wapakoneta community a better one. They worked extremely hard with no recognition. If you have volunteered in some way for our students in schools, we certainly thank you. We know that we live in a country like no other. If you are a veteran or currently active in the military, we would ask that you stand now and be recognized. In addition to those individuals, we are very proud to have several graduates from the class of 2015 with us today who will be entering the military to defend this country. These students are wearing red, white, and blue cords. I would ask that the students wearing these cords stand now and be recognized and thanked. Class of 2015, last but not least, I would like to thank you for the time you have given the Wapakoneta City Schools. Like the people who we have just recognized, we now encourage you to make a positive difference on the lives of your families and in your community. Class of 2015, we will miss you and we wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you and good morning. members of the class of 2015, administration, esteemed faculty and staff, parents, grandparents, family member, and friends. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity to take a moment to speak to you this morning. Graduates, everybody here is privileged to be able to celebrate with you as you mark this milestone and take the next step towards your future. I know you're anxious to have this over with, so I do promise to be brief. I would, however, like you to take just a moment to reminisce about the journey to this point. Think about what has brought you to this very moment in time. Consider your personal accomplishments over the past 13 or so years of your educational career and 18 years of your life. Whether you've struggled to get to this day, or school came naturally, or anything and everything in between, you've all earned the privilege to be recognized today for what you have accomplished. I would ask also that you pause for a moment to think of the people who have accompanied you along this path. If we were to take a poll, I bet you'd be thinking about the same person or persons. Parents, grandparents, teachers, counselors, your best friend, a minister, a coach, brother, sister, and the list goes on. They had offered guidance and support, advice, discipline, encouragement. Even though you may not have always been in agreement with them, they always had your best interest at heart. If they were not already, they have become a very important piece of your success. Cherish and maintain those relationships and continue to thank them at every opportunity. Prior to handing out diplomas, Mr. Minnick will ask me to accept your class as having completed all the necessary requirements for graduation. Now, for me to do that with a clear conscience, of course, there has to be a test. So I have the privilege of administering your final exam. This will be a very short 6-question test. My only request is that you participate honestly. The only way you need to answer is to stand. Now, by my calculations, most of you were probably in the 3rd grade in 2006, plus or minus. If you can name the Super Bowl champion from '06, please stand. Thank you. You can sit down. That's going to work out real well. If you know who won the World Series in 2006, please stand. No texting each other either, please. How about the NBA title? If you can name any winner of the People's Choice Award that year, please stand up. Big winners in the Country Music Award category. Okay, your final question, number 6. If you can remember the name of your 3rd grade teacher, please stand up. Thank you. You can sit down. Now, you might be saying, of course, I remember my 3rd grade teacher. It's only been 9 years ago. But the fact of the matter is, the other 5 questions, maybe they weren't as important to you as those people in your lives. And I want you to hold on to that thought about 9 years, because I want to come back to that in just a minute. In probably about a half hour, when the last note of the alma mater has been sang and the last cap hits the floor here in the gym, it will mark the end of this chapter in your lives. When the ceremony is over, enjoy the moment. Spend time with those who are here with you, savor the experience, and enjoy the memories. Because the very second the first person of the class of 15 walks out one of these doors, it will signify the last time you will all be together in one place. But when you do exit, go out into the world and make a difference. Make a plan and execute your plan. Be bold, be creative, and define yourselves. Approach each day with enthusiasm. Meet obstacles head on. Make mistakes, but fix your mistakes. You have all the tools you need to take that next step. But before all else, define what is important to you. This is what your journey has been about. In addition to the classroom education, it's the life skills that you've acquired along the way that you're taking with you today. And just possibly you've learned that in the 3rd grade. The point of your final exam, again, ask yourself, who is important to me? Keep the values and the morals those people have instilled in you in the forefront in your lives. They are a great foundation and will serve you well. Please do everything you want to do in the future, but do it with honesty, integrity, and character. But also realize you don't have to do it all right away. Take the time to enjoy what is ahead for you, and again, always define what is important. Above all else, never forget where you came from. For wherever life's journey takes you, don't be afraid to keep one foot planted firmly in the 3rd grade. On behalf of the Board of Education, I'd like to offer our sincere congratulations and best wishes in all your future endeavors. And in closing, I did have to Google the answers because your final exam wasn't that important to me either. Super Bowl champs were the Pittsburgh Steelers. World Series was won by the St. Louis Cardinals. The Heat won the NBA title. People's Choice big winners were TV comedy was My Name is Earl, and favorite comedy in a movie category was Wedding Crashers. CMA award winners were Kenny Chesney, Keith Urban, and Carrie Underwood. And finally, the point I told you I would come back to, 48 years ago in 1967, I was a 3rd grade student at St. Joseph Elementary, Mrs. Linda Crow and Mrs. Julia Shoemaker. It's only been 9 years for you, but I guarantee if you define what is important to you each and every day, you'll never forget the answer to question 6 on your final exam. Congratulations and best wishes.
I would now like to introduce Mr. Will Snyder, Assistant Principal, who in turn will make the introductions for the presentation of the class memorial.
Presenting the class memorial will be the president of the class of 2015, Neil Anthony Maxon.
I'm a little on the short side. Yeah, I don't know. Before I begin, I would like to thank Mr. Minnig, Mr. Snyder, my parents, the Board of Education, and my arms for always being by my side. You can keep laughing. Right now, in Washington, Cleveland, Ohio, Atlanta, Georgia, and other cities around America, groups are protesting the term Redskin, Braves, Indians for the previous racial meaning. In the 21st century, the term Redskin has all but vanished from context. What Redskin meant in the 18th century compared to what it means now is similar to the price of a penny between the two times. What being a Redskin means to me is to have a hard work ethic, to be both physically and mentally tough, and to have pride no matter what the struggle is. Those traits define our class as a whole better than any of the other traits that I could think of while writing this speech. Being the first class in 19 years to win the All Sports Award in 1996, does anybody know what happened in 1996? I was born, and Sam might want to remember that. We had 7 state qualifying swimmers, 3 state qualifying wrestlers. The boys bowling team placed 3rd at state, a girls bowling team in our own impulse drumline winning state. And alongside them, every step of the way, was a student section who would travel any distance to watch their school prevail, especially in football. So as a class gift, we looked to getting a gift that would thoroughly represent our class as a whole and leave a legacy for years to follow. We decided on the podium that stands before me, my fellow honor speakers, and everybody else today. I mean, just look at this podium.
Similar to the Redskin traits, this podium can represent our sleek looks, physical endurance, and our formal day-to-day. This podium will stand before hundreds upon thousands of proud parents, alumni, and graduates, and I hope that they will take as much pride in our school as I do. Alongside the podium on Hamilton Street, there will be a new sign that reads Harmon Field. Since we needed a new one, we had the money. Hey, we got it. So before we leave, I'm going to leave you with a quote by a Seneca proverb that says, "He who would do great things should not attempt them all alone." Thank you and have a great day.
On behalf of the Wapakoneta High School faculty, staff, and students, I gladly accept this class memorial.
Please allow me to take this opportunity to thank Ms. Pellington, Mr. Hillary, and Mr. Wimmers for today's musical selections. I want to also say thanks to the staff for their time and effort in getting us to this point. And as you might notice, many of our staff members have taken time out of their day to join the class of 2015 here on the floor. Thank you. I'd like to recognize our 2015 graduates of distinction. This is a small group of students who have maintained a 3.75 GPA over the course of their high school career and have completed at least 10 of our 17 honors classes. I ask these students to stand and for you to join me in commending these students. It is also my pleasure to now introduce the remaining guests present on stage this morning. Representing the City Board of Education are Mr. Brent Schwartz, Board Vice President, Mr. Eric McInnes, Board Member, Mr. Willie Samentinger, Board Member, and Mr. Ron Mertz, Board Member. And representing the administration are Mr. Mike Watt, Director of Operations, and Mrs. Angie Sparks, Treasurer. At this time, I would like to honor a deceased member of the class of 2015, Emily Ann Sam. There is a single chair amongst our graduates with flowers in her memory. Class of 2015, please stand. Mr. Gibson and members of the Board of Education, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Wapakoneta High School, I present to you as the official representative of Wapakoneta City Board of Education, the class of 2015. Each member of the graduation class has successfully completed their requirements for graduation as set forth by the State Board of Education and the Wapakoneta City Board of Education, and therefore is eligible to receive his or her high school diploma. Mr. Gibson.
Thank you, Mr. Minnick. On behalf of the Board of Education, it is my honor and privilege to accept the graduates of the class of 2015.
Class of 2015, please be seated. Assisting with diplomas will be Mr. Brent Schwartz and Mr. Pat Gibson. Taylor Nicole Fisher. Caitlin Marie Hughes. Colin Joseph Lenhart. Julia Jo Peppel. Jenna Louise Sawmiller. Chloe Helen Atkins. Roman Aranda Aguirre. Dallas Joseph Ambos. Stephen Daniel Anderson. Seth Michael Andrus. Alexandra Morgan Barrows. Michael Renee Bellman. Amy Joy Bendelay. Cody James Benny. Aaron Michael Berkemeyer. Samuel Jacob Bowers. Alexander Michael Bowersock. Tyranny Lair Bowersock. Samantha Hope Bowser. Cameron Amberly Brackney. Hayden Douglas Brandehoff. Colton Thomas Brown. Emily Lynn Brown. Alec Joseph Benny. Carly Holt Buzzard. Tiffany Marie Camper. Cassandra Ruth Childs. Zachary Vincent Childs. Zachary Tyler Kuhn. Abigail Elizabeth Cottle. Brianna Marie Cummings. Kylie Marie Damon. Destiny Annie K. Daly Thomas. Matthew Wesley Davenport. Shelby Nicole Davis. Andrea Lynn Davidson. Christopher Joe Dietrich Cavens. Thomas Andrew DiGiovanni. Jessica Lee Dodds. Sabrina Renee Downing. Tyler Kenneth Dulabon. Jonathan Thomas Eaton. Colton Lars Elsall. Aaron Francis Engel. Carly Ann Ewing. Kristen Nicole Feathers. Jessica Ann Fisher. David Eric Duncan. Haley Jordan Flippen. Abby Rochelle Gibson. Alexandra K. Gilroy. Geneva Joan Golembuski. Zachary Stephen Galladay. Alexander Eugene Gornell. Summer Ann Griner. Amanda Jean Grumbless. Taylor Marie Hager. Slater James Hardesty. Jacob Allen Hartman. Gavin Richard Hawk. Adam Stephen Henderson. Hannah Lee Hennon. Rachel Autumn Hensley. Joshua Daniel Hillary. Samuel Ray Heingardner. William Donald Heingardner. Alexander Eugene Hines. Skylar James Home. Destiny May Hooks. Sarah Grace Horman. Morgan Wilson Howard. John Christopher Hunter. Isaac Dale Hutchison. Carly Sue Jarvis. Tylee Aaron Jenneret. Ellie Marie Johnson. Taylor Jonathan Jones. Nathan Bradley Keck. Mackenzie Elizabeth Kaverman. Paige Ann Kearns. Jason Patrick Kiefer. Jason Gerald King. Haley Michaela Kinsel. Ridge Mason Hutt. Devin Lee Kanapke. Jenna Renee Koenig. Kaylee Elizabeth Kogi. Alexandra Jean Collars. Michaela Ann Kraft. Nathan Anthony Kramer. Zachary Thomas Kreitz. Noah Daniel Lee. Megan Taylor Leedy. Faith Alicia Leesner. Lucas David Lytle. Rachel Ann Limbert. Jessica Marie Logan. Quinn Avery Lottridge. Andrew Max Loudon. Asia Cheyenne Mag. Good. Carly Lynn Ayers. Tessa Irene Angel. Meredith Ann Bailiff. Dana Lachey Bodine. Becca Lynn Bowersock. Haley Alexis Briers. Isaiah Alexander Campos. Taylor Renee Carmine. Bailey Erica Clark. Ryan Abraham Clayball. April Christine DeLong. Kylie Marie DeLong. Sarah Elizabeth Four. Miles Trevor Folenkamp. Olivia Caitlin Gessler. Kimberly Ann Gibson. Kirsten Marie Glick. Michaela Marie Halfhill. Sarah Danielle Hessling. Jessica Marie Holmes. Chelsea Marie Horn. Sadrin Jade Marshall. Carmen Nicole Mason. Jill Michelle Mollenauer. James Dylan Newman. Griffin James Parrott. Lillian Pauline Schaub. Elizabeth Ann Sievert. Taylor Nicole Ware. Casey Lynn Winnings. Cole Lewis Mace. Bobby Eli Mason. Haley Marie McBride. Nathan Andrew McCullough. Hayden Tyler Metzger. Neil Anthony Maxon. James Zachary Myers. Danielle K. Miller. Josie Marie Miller. Caitlin Sierra Miller. Morgan Elizabeth Miller. Andrea Nicole Mongold. Austin Matthew Morey. Cody Joseph Morgan. Tori Kirsten Morgan. Wyatt Ethan Morris. Courtney Francis Mossgrove. Chelsea Renee Myers. Hannah Lee New. Heath Michael Newman. Amber Lynn Nickel. Ashlyn Ray Pangle. Joseph James Pitts. Jesse Pearl Place. Elizabeth Rose Posada. Caleb Jace Rains. William Howard Rankin. Courtney Rochelle Roby. Travis Levi Rohrbach. Blake Ryan Finning. Cody Brian Rostifer. Alyssa Marie Ruck. Madison Marie Rupert. Caitlin Ray Sacker. Alana Michelle Sager. Cammie Lynn Samontinger. Ethan James Saunders. Leah J. Shattensnyder. Kaya Jaden Shank. Rochelle Christine Schick. Jacob Grant Parsons. Rebecca May Parsons. Jacoby Joseph Schmallenbarger. Thomas John Shaneline. Samantha Paige Schweitzer. Landon Frederick Seitz. Draven Matthew Seward. Victoria Ann Sharp. Alicia Nicole Short. Samantha Ann Marie Slife. Jared Tyler Smith. Caitlin Marie Snyder. Jacob Brian Snyder. Jacob Edward Ruck. Paige Madison Staller. Dakota Michael Stamen. Caleb James Steinecke. Nicholas James Steinecke. Leah Janae Stoner. Shelby Ann Timmerman. Lacey Lorene Walters. Megan Marie Watt. Andrew William Wayman. Kirsten Nicole Wellens. Keaton Philip Metz. Luke Edward Williams. Caitlin Nicole Winget. Logan Camille Wireman. Courtney Marie Woolham. Adam Lee Scott Wright. Caleb Joshua Young. I ask all of you to please rise and join the class of 2015 in the singing of the alma mater. Class of 2015, class is dismissed.
Very good job.